Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're doing another review here on Amazon of these boots that I ordered recently. Now, I go through a set of boots like every 2 years. I am really hard on my boots. I use them a lot. Where I live, Vermont, we get high water on my property in the springtime. We get a lot of flooding that comes up out of the pond into the front yard. So I'm always in boots. I had to replace my old boots only because they started leaking above the ankle, and I had those probably a year and a half. I don't know what it is with boots. They just once they start leaking, it's over. It's over. You can't keep your feet warm, or even if it's springtime, it's just uncomfortable. There's no point, if your boot's full of water. So I decided to order these. I ordered them, geez, what was it, last month? I don't know why it's not saying that I've purchased these once. Probably because they're not, this says size 8. I bet you if I change it to size 12, it should say or update this that I have purchased this. Well, it's not. Well, oh, and it's also gone up in price. Okay. Well, let's just talk about them real quick. This is going to be a really quick video. So I got them in size 12. They fit as expected. Not a problem there. They are super comfortable. They're super warm. They don't go on that easy. My old boots were, see, this is not even representing the style that I got. Okay, this is the style. Okay, they don't have it in 12. Okay, so the style I got doesn't look like they have it in 12s anymore. But the style that's up here is the style I got. They just don't have them in 12s anymore. That's why we're not seeing it as I've bought it. But overall, it's kind of clunky to get on sometimes because my other boots were stiff all the way to the top. So my foot would just slide into this is not stiff. Where you see this material, it kind of folds. And actually, when I got the boots, they were folded right over to the heel to fit in the box. So I had to unbend them and put, my wife had these boots for her leather boots that she had. She had these inserts that keep them in upright position. So I put those in him for a few days, and it got the crease out of them. And that was one of the reasons why I'm giving the product a 4-star, because they were just shipped, this whole top. So it was just shipped, and it's crazy that they would ship it like that and they're bent over and whatnot. The other reason why it's going to get a 4-star is they're not very good on my deck, on any ice conditions. Their traction level is 0 to 0 to zip. I mean, I slip all over the place with these boots. When I'm just in the snow, they're fine, and maybe that's what they were designed for. But their bottom heel, where the traction's supposed to be, they say it's anti-slip, but there's no way. I'm all over the place. I mean, my deck has, when I painted it, I had incorporated sand in it, so my deck has almost a sandpaper feel to it, and I still slip on it with these boots. And I never have any problems with any other footwear that I have. I actually have some muckers, I would say. They just go up to the ankle that were like $20, and I've had those for 3 years. And I sometimes go out on my deck in the wintertime on those, and I don't have any traction issues. These have a traction issue. So what I ended up doing was I have a set of cleats that just strap on that I had gotten on Amazon years ago, and I just strap those on and I'm fine. But as for warmness, I think they did well in the warmness department. They've done well, in the feel. It feels snug, it feels comfortable. But I wasn't buying the boots for the warmness. I don't care if my feet are cold. I'm a hardcore Vermonter, and I can take the cold. The colds never bothered me. When I was a firefighter, when I went out in the cold, never bothered me. I could be out in a t-shirt in the really blistering cold, doesn't bother me. So I wasn't really getting the boots. I was getting the boots so they'd keep my feet dry, but for the traction level. I mean, and so far they've kept my feet dry. I haven't gone really high in a lot of water, but I have gone up. I have gone up to about this, in between these two, whatever you would call those checks. I have had the water go up to there, walking through the recent flooding that we had last week, and it didn't take in any water. So, it's up to you if you're looking for a boot that you're just going to walk in springtime conditions, or only in the snow, then you should be fine. But if you're going to go out on a frozen lake, or if you're going to go out into your driveway to shovel it, I'd be cautious. I would believe these things would kill you eventually if you're not paying attention right. Because it's almost like having a pair of skates on. You'd say, why are you giving them a 4-star? Well, again, I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's just that their traction level is garbage. It really is. I don't know how else I can explain it. It's like so I don't go out at all unless I have the cleats on with the boot. And if I don't need cleats or whatnot, or if I'm going to be on the lawn and whatnot, I'll take them off. But if I'm on my deck, and if I'm on my driveway where I might have a little bit of ice here and there, no, it's crazy mode, how slippery these boots can be. Well, it's up to you if you want to try them. They've got a 4.4 star rating. 6,500 people have rated them. I got them on a deal of the day. That was the only reason why I pulled the trigger on these, is because I got them on a deal of the day. I said, well, I go through boots so quickly that I don't want to spend $80, $90 at a set of boots if I go through them so quickly. So I think I ended up paying $35 for these things. And for $35, that's why they're really at a 4-star still, because at $35, I'll make them work. They seem to do what they say, keeping your feet dry, keeping your feet warm. They got the reflective on it if you're worried about somebody not seeing you if you're actually on a it's got the protective toe thing, which I really loved. And then this is the pattern. If you look at here, this is the pattern for the boot, and it's just not nice. It's not it just doesn't work. Now, the inner side is very comfortable and snuggy and warm. So the insulation value is high quality. So it's got that going for it. So it's 4 stars. I wish I could give it more, but again, when I use a product and I have to think into the back of my head, is this product going to kill me? And it's not within its danger factor. Like if I buy a chainsaw, I'm not going to ding it a star because I don't feel safe using it. I mean, because it's a chainsaw. But your boots shouldn't be giving you that chainsaw feeling that if I go out today, am I going to hurt myself just by using the device that I'm using? All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And this has been the Tarkus Zone.